The top stories: the jobless rate rises, Business Group reports big jump in profits, and Bushy Parks to host a global motorsport event. Welcome to Nation News for Tuesday, September the 2nd, 2014.
No matter where you are in the world, at home or abroad, Nation News keeps you connected with what's happening in Barbados through our website, video newscast, and online e-papers. So stay connected with Nation News. Your news, your time, your way.
The unemployment rate has risen by 1.7% in the second quarter of this year on the back of thousands of layoffs in the public sector and more in the business sector. The government's Economic Affairs Division put the rate at 13.2% for the April to June period. That's up from 11.5% for the first quarter. Breaking it down further, the jobless rate among males is 12.8%, among females 13.6%. An oil spill has been blamed for a car driven by an elderly man running off the road near the old Carrington's factory in St. Philip. 76-year-old Cyril Brathwaite of Four Road, St. Philip, escaped with minor injuries when the car ended up in a heap of bushes. The accident took place shortly after 11 o'clock. Mr. Brathwaite sustained a cut to the forehead and a swollen right hand. Goddard Enterprises Limited is reporting a 60% increase in profits in the year ended June the 30th, in the process outshining its peers. The Barbados headquartered company operates throughout the Caribbean as well as in Central and South America. Company officials reported net profit of just over $34 million. A St. Michael man is the latest centenarian. When Earl Quarles woke on his big day, he asked his daughter what suit he would be wearing for the celebration. Mr. Quarles was joined at his Bow Road, Codrington Hill, St. Michael home by Governor General Sir Elliot Belgrave and a few family and friends. He said he was feeling very good on his special day. In this week's commentary, Geraldine Edward talks about women on the rise.
September seems as if it will be a month to remember for good things. Already we are celebrating stellar achievements by women, for two of them have ascended to high positions in areas once dominated by men. There can be nothing but pride in the appointment of Tony Moore as the new General Secretary of the Barbados Workers' Union, and equally so of Juliet Bino Sutherland, the new Executive Director of the Barbados Family Planning Association. These are top appointments for our young women, and they are both based on merit. Let's sing their praises and wish them well as they chart a new course for their respective organizations. Let's put aside all the negativity, especially by women criticizing their dress, their hairstyles, even how they speak. Rather, let's join in praising and celebrating the accomplishments of both Tony and Juliet.
Acting Prime Minister Richard Seeley is encouraging residents to use Wednesday's anniversary of the Campus Trench tragedy to reflect on what they can do to rid the society of violence. He spoke in a message in support of the request of the September the 3rd Foundation to use the anniversary to remember the 6 young women who died in the horrific fire in Tudor Street, as well as the 28 other people to violent acts in September the 3rd last year. Mr. Seeley commended the many organizations that are reaching out to young people to educate them about conflict resolution, as well as those exploring the reasons for the upsurge in gun violence. In sport, Bushy Park will host another international event on the second weekend of December. The St. Philip venue proved popular in a fan vote to help determine the location of the 2014 Race of Champions, featuring some of the world's best racing and rally drivers. It's the only competition in the world where stars from Formula One, World Rally Championship, NASCAR, sports cars and touring cars compete against each other, going head-to-head in identical cars. Bushy Park will be modified to incorporate the traditional head-to-head circuit layout for the ROC, according to the organizers. This year's event will be the first since 2003 not to be held inside a major sports stadium, with arenas such as Wembley in London and Beijing's Olympic Stadium hosting in recent years. And briefly, Barbadian jockey Patrick Husbands delivered big on Sunday when he captured 5 races on the 10-race card at Woodbine to remain firmly in the hunt for his 7th riding title at the Canadian track. And finally, members of the public were invited to grow up the breasts, yes, of Japanese porn stars for 8 hours in Tokyo as part of a fundraising event apparently endorsed by an AIDS prevention charity. The adult film stars posed as people queued up on Saturday for the event, which was also broadcast on live television. Men and women who took part were expected to donate to the Japan Foundation for AIDS Prevention, it was reported. Despite the nature of the fundraiser and the criticism it attracted, the porn actresses defended it to the local media. "Squeeze them, donate money, let's be happy," one was quoted as saying. And that's Nation News for Tuesday. For more, log on to our website nationnews.com, as well as YouTube, Facebook and Twitter. And get your Midweek Nation with the Sports Pullout on Wednesday.